Good evening, everyone. Nothing like having an intro screen freeze on you, but welcome to the Flyin18T Motorsports current news for February 12th, and we have some news to go through. A little bit of the same format as last time, where we're going to take a look at the most popular stories of the day, but also picked out some interesting little tidbits that I think everyone will appreciate. As always, we're live on Periscope, so if you have anything you want to throw out there, feel free, and I'll try to address all comments. If you just want to say hi, please say hi. Just say, hey, I'm saying hi from Australia. Wherever you are, just say hi. All right, so let's get to some news. Kicking it off. You know what? Let's back up. Let's get back over here. Picture behind me, Lime Rock Historic Festival. Amazing event. You can catch all the pictures that I took on the Flyin18T Instagram page. Amazing event. If you haven't been, please go. Lime Rock Park. I believe it's on the first, last day of August, first day of September. So this is from September 2019. Absolutely amazing event. If you're any sort of motorsport nut, you will absolutely flip out for this event. So hopefully see you there this year. Okay, back to the news. Boom. All right. A couple things on the list here. One of the things, actually, I just one of the more recent stories, I believe I just tweeted it out also, and we're going to click on it right here. Scott McLaughlin of Supercar fame, Supercar champion, Supercar V8s, is third in Indy Car testing at Circuit of the Americas. Now, this is, listen, you're going, all right, let's start off with one thing at a time. Scott McLaughlin with Supercars came over here, and they did try, they did a Supercar V8 race, if you remember, last year, or I think it was the year before, actually, and it was amazing. To have the V8s have racing, an official race on Circuit of the Americas. It was, I've been a huge Supercar fan for a long time, but to see those cars on that track, it was like one of my biggest thrills in the last few years of racing. It was just awesome to see. So he's familiar with the track, for sure. But going from one chassis to another, to go from a supercar to an Indy car, geez, yeah. But he was one of 27 drivers to take part in Wednesday's test run, and the session was topped in the chart by Will Power with a 1 minute and 46 second, which was the fastest lap. But Scott McLaughlin was only 0.5 seconds off that pace. So everybody was very, very thrilled with his performance. And it looks like he is obviously going back to Supercars V8s for this year, obviously. But it's something very serious to consider for himself for the following year. You never know. He may come over for a full season in 2021. We'll see. But cool beans. Cool stuff. Let's click back over here. See if there's anything in today that I wanted to mention. Obviously, everyone's aware that the Chinese Grand Prix has been postponed due to the coronavirus. Unfortunately, I know that was a big topic today. Another big topic was Keegan Leahy. He opened the NASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series with a win at the Daytona. If you saw the end of that race, it was pretty chaotic on that last lap. They were all bunched up, obviously, coming off a restart. But coming off that back turn, he had the inside line. He had a good spot, and then the last 2/3 of the field took, they all took themselves out. One big crash led to another big crash, and it was a little sloppy. But congratulations to him on that win. Very cool. Let's go back to what else I had bookmarked here. John Magnussen, poised to make his LMP2 debut in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Cool stuff. I'm happy for him. He's a good racer. Very nice to see him secure a spot. He was the former Corvette factory driver, and this is going to be his 22nd Le Mans race. So to quote Magnussen, he said, "I really had a great time with high-class racing at Bahrain last year, and I will enjoy racing with the team at Le Mans if its number 20 Orca receives an invitation from the selection committee. Going into the prototype class could be fun. Could be fun. Are you? Of course, it's going to be fun. You know when you're in that Corvette, John, and all those cars that fly by you. Yeah, those are the prototypes. It's definitely going to be fun." He goes on, "I see doing Le Mans with high-class racing this year as a great opportunity to start a relationship that would eventually see me join the FIA World Endurance Challenge in the LMDH class in the future." He is set to return to Corvette racing for a 2-race WEC program alongside Mike Rockefeller, who is a very good partner to have in the upcoming Lone Star Le Mans and 1,000 miles of Sebring races. Very, very cool. This is courtesy of sportscar365.com. So good for Magnussen to secure that ride. Very exciting stuff, even if he is unsure if it's an exciting thing. If you're unsure, John, let me know. I'll take that prototype seat off your hands. No charge. Okay, let's take a gander before I... oh boy. All right. I didn't see this. I don't know. Let's cruise through this. United States. President Trump set to visit NASCAR's Daytona 500. Interesting. A big crowd. It is a crowd that does favor Trump. Let's see here. Courtesy of Autosport.com. The President of the United States is set to visit NASCAR Daytona 500 on Sunday. The first president to do so since George Bush in 2004. Cool. I think that's very cool support from him for such a big race like that. Excellent. I didn't see that before. Good stuff. All right, let's go back here. One of the other stories I bookmarked. This is a fun one. The McLaren Senna. Let's get into this. This is courtesy of Motor1.com. As the title says, it sounds like a jet in a 187 mile per hour standing mile sprint. Cool stuff. Let me see if we get some sound on this. I think once it gets going. But here we go. Such a sick car. I don't know if anyone saw the recent drag race. Every year there's that mega drag race with like 20 performance cars. The Senna was like the only hyper car of the bunch, but the way that thing was pulling away from Porsche turbos, it was and other cars was very, very impressive. But here he is topping out. He's right at 182, 185. Backing off 187. Crazy stuff. Very cool. Once again, courtesy of Motor1.com. Let's back out of this. We'll head back over here. Let's see. Before I get the next one. Once again, as I mentioned, Formula One postpones the 2020 Chinese Grand Prix due to coronavirus. Audi practically confirms the new R8 will be electrified supercar. So that's on the horizon for Audi. Let's go to the next bookmarked item I have. Pininfarina begins testing the Battista electric hypercar. Now this thing is nuts. I mean, nuts. I think this is Nick Heidfeld here. He was the test driver for this. It's a new electric hypercar. An electric hypercar. It's headed by Pininfarina's sports car director, Renee Wallman, who previously worked at AMG Mercedes. It's a 2020 project that they're looking to have this finished. I know it's going to be on limited numbers. Obviously, Nick Heidfeld, the former Formula One driver and Formula E driver, has been testing the chassis and the test mules here. Quote, the mule vehicles running the chassis and powertrain concepts for Battista have already achieved 80% of their performance capability without issue, commented Renee Woolman. This means that our EV performance is already equal to the most powerful combustion engine powered hypercar currently in the world. He's right. And I think their ultimate goal is to achieve to the end customer is 1,900 to 1900 horsepower and 2,300 newton meters of torque. Let that sink in. 1,900 horsepower. And then, quote, our clients cannot wait to experience this performance alongside Nick Heidfeld. I'm sure they can. I mean, that's absolutely ludicrous speed. So good luck to them. Good looking car. Excellent project. You know, obviously, as the technology pushes forward, we're going to see more projects like this popping up. But this is super cool to see. So those are the stories I have bookmarked for today. Just a quick little scan, see if there's anything else that looks too exciting. I did like this Lotus Elise Cup. Very cool. Lotus is paying homage to Australia's most famous race by launching the Elise Cup 250 Bathurst edition. Limited to just 6 units. Is as exclusive as it's going to get. Wow. Equates to about $74,000 US dollars. Cool stuff. All right. I think that's a wrap for today. I appreciate everybody stopping by. As always, this video, along with everything else, archived on the Flyin18T YouTube channel. So you'll find that there. And stay tuned in the coming days for more news updates. But thank you again for clicking. I hope everyone has a good evening. See you on the flip side. Bye.